Welcome top news today. Confused by Trump, North Korea contacts ex-US officials. Washington, CNN, the proverbial game of chicken between President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un has only escalated in recent months, but amid the public name-calling and threats of annihilation, regime officials have been quietly attempting to set up meetings with. North Korea has consistently demonstrated that it is unwilling to engage in direct negotiations over its rapidly developing nuclear program despite Trump's fiery rhetoric and increased sanctions. While top diplomats continue to insist the U.S. prefers a diplomatic resolution to rein in the rogue nation, there is little evidence to indicate that either side is willing to concede any ground on key issues that could open the door to formal negotiations. North Korea has attempted to engage in what the U.S. qualifies as Track 2 talks to facilitate conversation beyond formal diplomatic channels, and it is not unusual for intermediaries to approach American scholars or ex-officials with particular political ties when a new administration takes office. Breach by North Korean government officials started in January after Trump's inauguration with the goal of gaining a broad understanding as to how the new president's policies might differ from those of the previous administration, according to several experts who were approached. The Washington Post first reported that North Korean officials were reaching out to several Republican-linked analysts to get a better understanding of Trump's messaging. Klingner declined an invitation from North Korea's mission to the United Nations to visit Pyongyang for meetings, but he has participated in multiple conferences involving North Korean officials. They are trying to discern what the policy is and possible triggers for red lines, Klingner told CNN. Klingner emphasized that the North Koreans should use official channels to communicate any messages that might signal they are serious about negotiations directly to the U.S. government. The U.S. has communicated directly with North Korea at times through its mission to the UN known as the New York Channel. While Klingner declined an invitation to travel to Pyongyang, he did meet with North Korean officials in June during a conference in Sweden. Klingner said, "The message seemed to be that denuclearization was completely off the table and there was nothing the US or Seoul could offer that would change that." Paul also said that the North Koreans seemed unwilling to cede ground when he was approached about a possible meeting in August and viewed these meetings as an opportunity to repeat their terms. Evidence suggests Pyongyang is approaching that capability at a more rapid pace than previously thought following a string of successful ballistic missile launches and its sixth nuclear test earlier this month. Trump's speech: the president warned the U.S. would totally destroy North Korea if forced to defend itself or its allies. In a rare televised address, Kim admitted that Trump's remarks defied his own expectations before noting that a frightened dog barks louder. "I believe that North Korea has sought to deter by bluster or coerce by bluster for years," Bennett said, "that Pyongyang's rhetoric has largely been threats that they lacked a will to execute." Internal pressure to maintain his godlike image could also be a contributing factor to Kim's attempts to better understand Trump's intentions, according to Bennett. "Yes, Kim appears really worried about what Trump might do. But I suspect he is even more worried about how what Trump says and does will undercut Kim internally, especially with the North Korean elites," he said.